Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all a chance to get back in here because we're getting ready to go ahead and wrap this live up because it had froze on the last live, and I definitely don't want to end this live like this particular session because I'm not gonna be going live for a minute, like probably another week because I'm really trying to slide into my meditative practices. And that is ours to claim. Make a promise. Monochromate. Hey. So I want to jump back into what I was saying, and then we're gonna do a little bit of wrap up music to take us on out. But I didn't just want to let that live end like that. So where I was, and what I'm gonna do is because I feel like that live went on for a long time. I had the book right here, and I was gonna get into the book. If you have not went out and got your copy, Becoming Purple, we're going to be reading from this. Um, I'm not going to do the reading session that I was going to do, but I want to finish the chapter that I was in. So, I was saying next Wednesday, but I may do a live later on this week and then just start it off with the reading so I could just focus on the reading. But I ended up getting swept away in the conversation, honey. Um, but yeah, right. Becoming Purple. Becoming Purple by Kaneen Matha. It took 2.5 years for me to write. Get your copy, honey, so you can read along. But yeah, also remember to get your memberships, join the membership, join the channel, join the membership channel for the content that's coming. Once I get knee deep into this fast, really heavy in this fast, it's gonna be a lot of transmutation happening this year, a lot of alchemizing happening this year. We getting ready to shape shift, honey. We're going into the dragon era, honey. Periods. Taking on the fire element, not playing with him, stop playing with him, Riot. But anyway, um, yeah, but yeah, like I was saying in the last video, my taste buds are changing. Um, yeah, well, so I slide into a fast, and then I'm gonna get back to what I was saying about my partners. I slide into a fast, so because I entertain a lot of different things, a fast is more gradual for me than it is for other people. So I've already started fasting from certain things, but I haven't got into the heart of the fast, and so the heart of the fast is when I really am not taking anything into my body but water. Like I get to the point to where it's just down to water and tea. I haven't gotten there yet. It's gonna take. I probably won't be there until the weekend, but I'm definitely getting there. So it's been 3 weeks. It's been like 24 days since I had alcohol, since I had, and it's been about 16 days since I had weed, since I had marijuana. It's been so it's been 16 days since I had weed. It's been 24 days since I had a drink or sniff. It's been 4 days since I had meat. Because the last time I tried to eat meat was Saturday and I threw it all up. So I haven't had meat since Saturday. So I've removed meat from my diet. I've removed weed from my diet. I've removed the sniffy stuff and the drinking from my diet, from the things that I'm taking into my body. And as I continue to go, the goal is to get to the point next, which is not gonna happen today because I want to finish the rest of that okra broth that I made. I made like an okra gumbo yesterday, so I want to finish the rest of that. And it's really just the broth because all of the vegetables and stuff that was in it is gone. So it's really just like liquid and rice. But I'm gonna finish that today. Um, then when I finish that, I'm gonna have some toast and then I'm gonna have a salad for dinner. And tomorrow it's gonna be salad and fruit. Like I may have some toast for breakfast, but then I'm gonna start doing like salad and fruit, like salad and fruit, salad, fruit, and tea. And I'm gonna do that for a couple of days. Then I'm gonna start removing more things. So once I get into it, I do know that I want to do at least 2 weeks of water and tea. Like I want to do at least 14 to 15 days of water and tea. I really want to go longer than that, but that's the goal. Like if I could do 14 days, then I'm not going to beat myself up if I start eating and drinking after that. But I do want to go longer. Like I do want to go like a month. I do want to give it like 40 days. I would love to do 40 days with just water and tea. I think that that would be extremely transformative for me. But I'm also going to take it, yeah, the herbs being the tea. So, but I'm gonna take it one day at a time. I'm not gonna beat myself up too bad. Once I get to the point to where as I am like just on water and tea, I want to give myself the opportunity. Like I want to do like a mushroom tea because I'm really trying to see something. I want to do the mushrooms while I am clear. Like because I do believe that mushrooms are spiritual. Not to say that all of the substances aren't spiritual, but I think mushrooms are they have the capacity to open the world up. It's been a while since I've opened my world up and I've seen, some things. And so I think it's time for me to, take another peek behind the veil and see some things that will help to forward the practices this year, that will help to elevate the practice. So I have some that I've been saving, and I think this weekend or next weekend I want to go ahead and have that experience. But I do want to be more clearer. I do want to have less interference in my body from like food and all that type of stuff. Like I want to have, I want to have a take me through there moment with the mushrooms. But yeah, so I feel like that is once I get a little bit more clearer, in my body, clearer in my mind, clearer in my spirit. Yeah, I've been taking chamomile every night, and the chamomile has really like I've been soaking a lot, like taking long baths and soaking, and drinking chamomile and burning candles. Like I have my candles around the bathtub while I'm drinking my chamomile and soaking in a hot tub, honey, regulating my nervous system. I've been doing a lot of soaking. I've been doing more meditating. I woke up, I had a really, 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 really good meditative session this rising. So, and it really did so good for me energetically. Like it was amazing the energy, how the energy transformed. And I have like the dogs be in the room with me, so it's 3 dogs that we care for, and they were all in the room with me, and it was crazy because they let me meditate and they didn't disturb me while I was meditating. I thought while I was doing the meditation they was gonna start jumping up and going because I was doing breath work, and I was like, I was making like noises and sounds. And toward the end, when it was time for me to stop, I knew when I had did what I needed to do, because that was when Bear is an Alaskan Husky, and Bear sleeps under the bed. So Bear came from under the bed, and I felt Bear licking my hands because I was like this, and I was like, ah. Then the last one, I felt Bear come from under the bed, and started licking my head. So I was like, okay, girl. I think you did what you needed to do, girl. I think you had accomplished it, girl. Then I turned around and I looked back, and Wandy, she's a little short black dog. She was looking at me like, okay, is we going outside? Yeah, you finished? But yeah, so anyway, I wanted to get back to I want to say something about partnership before I play like some music and take us out. Um, I'm in this place in my journey where I feel like I have to be very intentional about like I've known this for a while, but I tried to ignore it. Um, I was I was extremely happy with my last partner, the one who I legally married, because we prayed to the mother and the father together. We were spiritually connected. They grew up Catholic, but I never knew in our relationship because they practiced with me. And they were comfortable with calling themselves mother, father, to the point to where as when we first started dating, I was calling them Papa, but by the but towards the end, I was calling them Pama, which means Papa Mama. So, like, I had given them the respect of seeing them as whole, seeing them as masculine and feminine. Even though they love presenting as masculine, my partner was whole. My partner was comfortable with themselves, and they did not. And the gag is that Pama was neurodivergent, so Pama just didn't think like average people anyway. And so when I had that relationship, that changed me. And I was trying to minimize it by trying to find somebody else who could replace that. And it was really an insult to the beauty of the bond because it took me forever to meet Pama. That was probably the only person that I really loved my whole while I was in New York. Because I've been in New York on and off since 2018. And like I'm still based there now. Like my housing is still in New York, and it's 2026. So in 28, it'll be 10 years that I've been, backwards and forwards, between Louisiana, Georgia, and New York. And so that's the only like person that I've ever been in love with in New York. That's the only real love that I've had that I met in New York. And so and I wrote my book while I was with him. Like he was literally laying in the bed on side of me while I was writing the book. And I think that this book, Becoming Purple, is one of my greatest accomplishments, walking this earth. And so I was able to accomplish that while I was with him. I met him while I was working um, a job that I didn't think that I was gonna have the capacity to work, but I worked there for like 10 months, and so it was a beautiful story. I don't feel like I have to outdo that story. I feel like I have to top that story. I feel like I owe it to people to be with somebody else. Like I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Loving me. I feel loved. I feel cared for. I feel seen, and that's what's important. Like not feeling like I need that. Like not pretending in order to try to be normal and to be accepted by other people. Like I need to go outside of myself and look for something that I'm filled with love. I'm overflowing with love. And when I say I'm lonely, that's just a spell I'm casting because I think I'm supposed to be lonely. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not casting that spell on myself. And I accept who I am, where I'm going, and what's meant for my life, and what I'm working towards. As a practitioner of Laylim Layler, as a part of this practice. Um, yeah, I'm good. I'm in a very good place. Um, I won't say that I'm happy because I feel like there's a lot of work to do. I feel like I have a lot of peace. I feel like I have moments of joy, so much so to the point to where I cry. But I think happiness is something that I'm working towards because in order for me to feel happy, I need to feel a shift in the environment around me. I need to see people vibrating at a higher frequency. And what vibrating at a higher frequency looks like for me is people being more comfortable being their whole and authentic selves rather than compartmentalizing their selves in order to navigate society. I want more males to realize and that reclaiming your connection to the divine feminine or acknowledging to the divine feminine means that you have to wear dresses, means that you have to wear lace fronts and beat your mug. It just means that you need to find you, whatever that looks like. And I think that because we live in a binary society, there are a lot of males who transition to explore their feminine side and then they go back to being a toxic male. It's just like it's just like seminary school. Because I went to seminary school for 9 months. People go there and learn the truth about religion, learn the truth about society. They learn that there's all these different religions, there's all these different faiths, there's books that were taken out of the Bible. Like seminary school literally teaches preachers the truth. And then they come back and they teach that same toxic stuff they grew up learning because that is what people understand, that's what people know, and that's what people accept. And so I feel like that is how a lot of male body individuals are beings who were assigned with that at birth, beings who were called that. I think that they explore their femininity by, messing around with trans girls or being in a queer relationship or getting up in drag and playing around as a woman. But these are ideas about womanhood. These are constructs about womanhood. This is not you really doing that core work. Just because you can put on a wig and some lashes and put on some makeup does not mean that you are working on your connection to the divine feminine. It just means that you have on a wig, some lashes, and makeup. Because some beings who wear all of that geesh and be glamorous are so patriarchy centered, are so rooted in hegemonic thinking and hegemonic society. Like they're some of the most toxic, misogynist people look overtly, extremely feminine. And so putting on a costume and dressing up, like let's take for example, and this is no shade to Cherry the Boom. Like this is not me reading Cherry the Boom, but Cherry the Boom has a very antiquated way of, even though Cherry the Boom makes a lot of points, a lot of valid points. Like I like Cherry the Boom as a person, and I think that she's real and she's raw and she could be uncut. But a lot of things that come out of her mouth are kind of antiquated. She has a lot of old fashioned ideas about what womanhood is and how womanhood, and it's this binary stuff for me. And so you could tell she was by a lot of women who gatekeep womanhood. And even though she can't stand them, the ones who don't see it for her, there's a part of her that is a reflection of them, that reflects that same toxicity in women that she can't stand. It's kind of like how they say, we become our oppressor. We become the very thing that we're fighting against. And so, like, there's this part of Cherry the Boom that will call out women who don't see her as what she says she is, but then she'll turn her right around and says some of those same things. She'll say some of those same toxic things that women use. She uses it on trans women. Some of the same shit that has been used on her as a trans woman, she then uses it on other trans women. Like some of the same shit cis women have said to her to reduce her and to diminish her womanhood, she'll turn around and use that same rhetoric on trans women who are not where she is in their transition. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a never ending cycle of oppression. And some of us, so like I'm saying, some of us transition to uphold the very things that have been oppressive to us, and that's not doing the work. Like there's more work that needs to be done, and like I said, we'll sit up here and we'll be like, oh, you put on some lashes, oh, you put on some makeup. Like this is why a lot of women who identify as women who were born with wombs, they feel like a lot of trans people are cosplaying because we really have made womanhood a costume. And this is why I intentionally sit in front of the camera wash faced. This is why I don't wear wigs all the time. This is why I don't wear lashes. This is why I don't wear makeup, because I am trying to be that, not look like that. Like the biggest surgery I had, y'all can't see because I have to be naked. Yeah, I had my breasts done, and my breasts were not this big. Like I didn't get I didn't get pumped so much that I like literally this is water weights. A lot of this is water. Like all this this is water. Like my boobs were not this big from seal. A lot of this is water. My hips, a lot of it is water. It's water weight from when you have bottom surgery and you really, really start to just like, that's why that shit move like that's water, baby. And your body changes. You become less muscle and more water when you have bottom surgery. That's why you start getting more fat. That's why you start getting more supple. That's why you start getting more like watery. So yeah, like, and I think as I lose weight, the water is gonna be less water in the body, and so things will start to shrink up. Things will start to pull in because it'll be less water present in the body. Like com, still to go with my composition. Like I'm not gonna be dehydrated. I'm just not gonna be as supple. I'm just not gonna be as watery. But yeah, so being feminine, being rooted in your womanhood is not about wigs and makeup. It's not about dresses and nails and hair. It's about what you stand for. It's about what you believe in. It's about what you're willing to die for. It's about not sitting in a space and allowing yourself to be erased, not allowing that part of yourself to be erased. It's about propping up misogyny, not propping up sexism. It's about, being so rooted in take up space. Your energy energetically makes people feel comfortable doing business as usual. And that has nothing to do with wigs and makeup because RuPaul put all that shit on and still uphold the patriarchy. They have drag queens all over the place that will slay a lot of these trans girls backwards and forwards. They got drag queens right now that could slay any trans girl that's been moaning and doing all the shit for years. They got drag queens, fem boys that could stand on side of some girls that's been in transition for years. So it has nothing to do with your physical aesthetic. It has more to do with the work that you're doing internally, what you represent, what you stand for, what you honor. That's going to show up in how you move and what you align yourself with. And don't get me wrong, the matriarchy was flawed too. I talk about that all the time. I talk about how the matriarchy was flawed. The biggest flaw in the matriarchy and how the matriarchy propped up the patriarchy and propped up white supremacy is the matriarchs some of the matriarchs had this idea that, oh, because I was born with a vagina, fallopian tubes, and ovaries, and I can bring product here because that's what it becomes. Because y'all not bringing them here to be sovereign and autonomous. Y'all bringing them here to bend the knee to the Father. Y'all bending them here to bend the knee to this government. You're not bringing sovereign and autonomous beings here. You're bringing livestock here. You're bringing cattle here. And because you have the vehicle to bring that here, you have the portal to bring that here, you feel like you're more valuable. You're more important. And that's what got you fucked up. That's what got you fucked up. You fell asleep in a field of poppies. And you forgot this this simple fact that everything that came from you is still you. No matter if it has something pointing to the ground or something that is inside. And when your children, when your offspring have to lay on tables and change their bodies and change their forms for you to see it for them, you are a part of the problem too. When your offspring has to physically alter themselves for you to honor it, see it, and celebrate it and acknowledge it, you are a part of the problem. If you are ashamed of your child for being more like you simply because they don't have the same genitalia as you are a part of the problem. The suffering that trans people are going through, the suffering that we are experiencing it not only because of our father's oppressive ways, but because of our mother's oppressive ways. Y'all will celebrate a feminine being who was born with a vagina for doing masculine things and for moving like a man, but then you will shun a male for moving like a woman as if it's somehow a diminishment. It's somehow a reduction. It somehow makes them less than to be more rooted in their feminine energy or to rest in their feminine energy. And we need to heal from that collectively. Lauryn Hill was one of my first icons. Thank you. But yeah, that has to change. And Lauryn Hill is also a Gemini. But yeah, that has to change. It has to change. The matriarchy was flawed. How the matriarchy failed was beings born with wombs started exalting themselves over the things that were coming from them. They started feeling like because they had the capacity to bring it here, they were somehow superior. How you gonna be superior to something that came from you, boo? Like that's crazy work to think you're superior to a part of yourself. That's like saying I'm superior to my heart. I'm superior to my kidney. I'm superior to my calves. I'm superior to my feet. This is all a part of me. I couldn't be me. I couldn't be the wholest version of myself without this extension of myself. These are reflections of me. This is a part of me. And when I diminish any part of me, I'm still diminishing me. When I reduce any part of me, I'm still reducing me. And so you don't deserve to lead. You don't deserve to guide if you don't understand that internally. And so the matriarchy failed. It crumbled because feminine beings born with wombs started existing in half truths. They started feeding themselves lies. They got caught up in a narcissistic, egotistical web of themselves. That's why we have to be careful when we say, I'm drawing all my power back to me. Because everything is you. So why do you need to draw it back? It's all you, boo. Everything is you. You are everything, and everything is you. You are everything, and everything is you. Draw it back, it never left. It's giving succubus vibes. It's giving, I need my heart to function at a higher capacity than I need my kidney to function. I need my lungs to function at a higher capacity than I need my brain to function. It's literally all me. Why would I be calling power from other parts of my spiritual body for this part of my body? We gotta pay attention to the sorcery, baby. Gotta pay attention to spells. Gotta do that work. And I noticed, I'm really kind of proud of this. I want to share this with y'all. But this is what I noticed. And they don't be in the comment section, but I noticed this. Wait, hold on. Is it... Okay, no, that's subscribers. So, watch time is the last 28 days not subscribed. 58% of people that's not subscribed are watching, and subscribed 41% of people are watching. Now, this is what I want y'all to get into. Wait a minute. This ain't it either. So it says the US 81%, Egypt 1.2%, the United Kingdom 0.5%. Shout out to my baby Fatima. Oh, gender. Yes, let's get into gender. So gender this past month was 56% female and 41% male. Now, this is the first time that I've had a higher female retention than a male retention. And I find that interesting that a lot more female identified beings are watching, more females than males, and y'all ain't saying nothing. And the reason why y'all ain't saying nothing, the reason why y'all ain't saying nothing is because it's true tease. You ain't saying nothing because it's true tease. Let's just go ahead and keep it a bean. Like lie, let's keep it a stack. You ain't saying nothing because it's true tease. You really honestly don't know what to say because you ain't been doing this work your damn self. Like I got some women in my life who I fuck with, who they will say something. They will come in the comment section. Shout out to my sister Queen Atisa. Shout out to my cousin Tisha. It's a couple of more female body beings, that be coming on the lives, that was born female, and will come on the live, and they will come in the comment section and they'll say something. But a lot of y'all ain't saying nothing, and the reason why you ain't saying nothing is because I'm not helping you prop up the patriarchy. And a lot of y'all created this patriarchal system because You wanted men, you tricked these men into believing that patriarchy was the shit because you wanted them to be your workhorses. You wanted them to be your minions. You wanted them to be your minions. That is literally why, that's literally why you allowed this Christian Father God King Jesus rhetoric to go because you knew these men's egos needed that boost. A lot of men are insecure and a lot of men need to be bucked up. That's why they power hungry. That's why they greedy. That's why they so obsessed with power and attention and access and resources. And a lot of cis women, a lot of women who identify as women that were born with wombs, they like, child, this is my meal ticket. Let me go ahead and tell him he's a king, tell him he's a warrior, tell him he's a god, so he can get out here on this plantation and make it pop for me while I sit at home and eat and motherfucker and enjoy and live my best life off of his hard work. Child, I will pray to the Father with you. I will lift him up, honey. I will lift him up. Long as he gone out there and get that check, fight for me, do everything I need him to do. Yes, he did it. Won't he do it? Didn't he make a way? I know that's right. Yes, sir. You got my money? Do you got my money? You paying these bills? I got a problem with this other man. I need you to go see about him for me. Need you to go see about that problem. You gonna handle that for me? There's some work I need done in the yard. Can you fix my car? Pimpstress. Some of these females is better pimps than these men. It's diabolical to pimp it. She be pimping so hard she got this nigga simping. She pimping and he simping. She got him drinking the real Kool-Aid, that blood flow. Ow. So yeah, I'm not in support of any of that. Like I'm ready for us to heal. I'm ready for these males to remember who they are. We are water. We all come from the womb. Our bodies have different functions because our different genitals just means that we have different physical functions. Okay? Not necessarily different spiritual functions. Because spirit does not always align with physical. But they can align if you do the work. We're not always born into spiritual and physical alignment. That's the journey. If everybody was born into physical and spiritual alignment, what would be the journey? What would be the meaning? What would be the point? What would be the purpose if you were born into physical and spiritual alignment? How would you grow? And we're going to close out there. How would you learn? My God is God on today. On today. I thought it was already there. Yes.
Power on. The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
You told me my light was too bright, dim it down. Said my edges were wrong, better smooth them out. Took my mirror, handed me yours, said look again. Now I'm staring at a stranger wearing my skin. I believe the rewrite, swallowed every line. Till the truth in my gut started screaming that ain't mine. I gave you my soft, you gave me the cage. Try to make my whole future half a page. Gaslighting, playing in my face. Let's acknowledge, give ourselves some space. For all we would've done, it could be erased. Don't wanna tangle what we did. When first we practiced to deceive, it didn't have to come to this, but it did. Now I'm free. You said family first, but family men obey. Say God is a man, so I should learn my place. Took my name, my body, my sacred flame. Told me healing was pride, rebellion was shame. I carried your shadow so long they felt like mine. Till I looked in the purple and saw the divine. I gave you my trust, you gave me a throne. Now I'm taking it back, I'm no longer alone. Gaslighting, playing in my face. Let's acknowledge, give ourselves some space. For all we weren't done, it could be erased. So what a tangle what we do. When first we practiced to deceive, it didn't have to come to this, but it did. Now I'm free. You know you're wrong, so why you talking to me like you're right? Keep telling me it's day, when it's really night. You faker than it's New Year's or spring equinoxes in my sights. Setting boundaries and intentions to candlelight. Won't argue or fight, casting in them shadows, narrating them fairy tales, pandering gimmicks, propagating it all tonight. No more lies
Oh
in
yes,
my
I'm
head,
excited.
no
I'm
disappear, no
excited.
disappear. No
I'm
more lies,
excited.
no
I'm
more lies in
excited.
my
I'm
ear.
excited. I'm
No more
excited. I'm
dimming so they won't
excited.
disappear. I'm
I
the
feel that
daughter you
dance
tried
coming
to
back to my
erase from the
spirit.
start. The sun
And I've
you
been
fear
holding it in my
became all the
fungi.
blur. I'm the let 'em burning through the night.
Ooh.
Purple rising hope, taking back my life. Gonna keep
Ooh.
the cage, keep the throne, keep the game. I'm walking beside, never in front, never the same. Gaslighting, you don't know my face. I acknowledge, I claim all my space. Every step we work on, I refuse to erase. What a tangle web you do. Oh, but I broke the spell, now watch me go. It didn't have to come to this, but it did. And bitch, I'm free. I'm free.
It didn't have to come to this, but it
And it
did.
didn't have to come to
It didn't have to
right.
come to this.
Somebody got a
Thank
ticket.
God, goddess, it did, honey. It didn't have to come to this. But I want to thank God, goddess, that it did. I want to thank God, goddess. Want me to say something? I want to thank God, goddess, that it hadn't came to this. Wait a minute. It's another song I want to hear. I think I'm gonna do the Take Me Do There first, and then I'm gonna do the
Hey
other one.
family, the storm ain't here to break us. It's here to awaken us, resurrect us. Purple thoughts in the thunder. I wanna thank you for the storm that came, thunder roaring, rain like pain. Have you ever been swallowed up,
Have you ever
eaten
been swallowed up,
alive,
honey?
lost in the sauce? I never would have made it with a
That doggone
blue
empathy.
sky. Gemini air, Pisces water, storm resurrected, Layla. If I had to take character forged in the wind and the flood. No demonizing Caesar. It's part of the blood. My strength, my strength, my strength, my grace. He is able, he is able, she is able, she is able. Take me to the king. Take me to the queen. Take me to the queen. Take me through there. 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 Come on, everybody. Embrace the storm. Purple thoughts in the rain. Purple thoughts in the rain. To the purple verse again. Purple verse again. Take me through that. Take me through that. Take me through that. Every praise to God is good. Hey! Every word of worship with purple love. Every praise to God is good. Sing like them, sing like them, to God is God. Glory like them, glory like them, it's to God is God. It's to God is God. Running from the flood, let no curse in the rain. It's the season that develops, clears the way for gain. Storm build character, deepens the soul.
Oh,
Resurrects hope,
yes.
saves the broken home. The crazy part.
Thank
It was
you.
the storm that created. Lay them, they learn from their water. Divine mandate. We need the storm, necessity in the gale. Purple thoughts, see the purpose we prevail. Take me through that. 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 Purple thoughts rising. Purple thoughts rising. Purple verse arriving. Purple verse arriving. I don't care how the winds blow right now. Sing like them, sing like them, let it learn. To God is God. To God is God. Oh, my Savior. To my Savior. Oh, my Savior. To my Savior. Take me through that. Take me through that. All of my worship. Take me through that. Every praise. Take me through that. When you see me praising in the rain. Through that. When you see me rising through the pain. I gotta praise them. Through that. I gotta thank them. Take me through. They've been so good. We made it through that. They've been so kind. We made it through that. Take me through that. We made it through that. Take me through that. We made it through that.
Yeah.
Let him lay.
Yes, yes,
My
yes, yes. When she said
rise.
when she said it was a storm that created lay them lay learn, ma'am, when I tell you empathy wrote the shit out of that, she said it was a storm that created lay them lay learn. Baby, when that lady said that, I was under this veil, tears, honey, because it was a storm. I was in a chaotic place in my life, and the elements, because the three of us, when we came together, it was, and it's always a nine frequency. I'm noticing, like somehow it's always in a frequency of nine, and that's why I use the word God Goddess, because if you add up the numbers, like numerically, when you add up the numbers that it takes to say God Goddess, it's a frequency of nine. Um, so the first three beings that did Lay Lim Lay Lur, we were 369. So I'm three, Fossil La was six, and empathy is nine. So together 3 and 6 is nine, and empathy is nine. So nine plus nine is 18, which is nine again. So now, even in the house, um, Laylim Layler is here now, and Laylim Layler is two, and Anadia is four. That's six, and then I'm three. So that's yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's six. Then I'm three. So that's nine. That's nine again. Three, two plus four is six, and then three, that's nine again. Then when empathy come back, she's nine all by herself. You add her, you get 18 again. Then you get nine again. So it's just nine. It's just nine. But well, when it first was created, it was two Geminis, which is double air. So at that point it's wind. At that point it's wind. And Fasola was water. What does wind and water do? Wind and water creates a storm, boo. Wind and water creates a storm. So it was a storm, elementally. It was a hurricane that created Lay Live Lay Learn. My God has got you there. We were all in a place of storm. We were all going through something. So that's just like when you think about it esoterically, when you think about it spiritually, that is just so moving. It was a storm, honey. Baby, don't never be afraid of the storm. Cause the storm can guide you to your destiny. It can guide you to your destiny, baby. Take me to there. Take me through there. Take me through there. Okay, this is gonna be the closing song. I'm gonna close out with this.
All we know is that we love you. All we know is that we care. All we know is that you're always on our minds. And what we feel for you is true love divine. You're the we need to make us whole. The only one that can heal our soul. You wash away those tears when we cry. The love that sets us free. Mother, Father, come me. All we know is that we love you. Yeah. All we know is that we care. And we never feel alone. You're always there. Even in those times I feel you're always there.
Hey,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're the we need to make us whole. The only one that can heal our soul. You wash away those tears when we cry. A love that sets us free.
Mother, Father, come.
So Mother, Father,
Be, be, be. So Mother, Father, come. Be, be. Hey. Oh yes, Mother, Father, complete. So here we have our candle with the three flames, representing the past, the present, and the future. Representing the ancestors, the dreams, that have come, the ancestors, the dreams who are here, and the ancestors and the dreams who will come. This candle represents the dreams that are, the dreams that were, and the dreams that will be existing together. As we acknowledge all of these flames, as we blow out these flames on this physical plane, they grow with intensity on the spiritual plane. These flames remind us that we are present in the spirit realm. We exist in the spirit realm. We are spirit existing in the physical. We are spirit existing in the material. We are spirit wrapped in physical. We are spirit wrapped in material. We are past. We are present. We are future, woven together like an infinite tapestry. And when we are thoughtful of ourselves, we are thoughtful of others. Ourselves, ourselves. We are one and many. Our body is made up of many parts, many cells, many organs. And our body reflects the divine body and the spirit body. When we see the world through our spirit eye, through our third eye, we are present, not just in the physical, not just in the material, but present in the spiritual. Thank you, God, Goddess, for this understanding. Thank you for this peace. Thank you for this balance. And I pray that all of the souls who have come on this live today with the intentions of being supportive, with the intentions of understanding, with the intentions of growing beyond their situation, with the faith and the power to move past their situation and to expand and to make space and have capacity, I pray abundance, abundance for them in the things that they need to become the finest, purest version of themselves. And for those who have come on this live today with the intention of working against this work, attacking, ridiculing, shaming, speaking from a place of ignorance, projecting their harm and their hatred onto this live, I pray that you set a mirror before them. I pray that you set a mirror all around them. And everything that they spoke on me, I pray that it surrounds them. And they exist in that space and can see that reflected back at them. For what you reflect towards me, I pray that it is reflected back towards you. I pray that you're surrounded by mirrors that show you the harm and the ill wishes that you wish for Laylim Laylar, that you wish for me as a practitioner of Laylim Laylar. I send that back to you. I give that back to you. I rescind that gift. I return it to sender. I return it to sender. I send that back. Oh, it wasn't meant for y'all to hear that part of the prayer. That thing slid over. Okay, well, I'm getting ready to go. I love you. Y'all have a beautiful day. Take care of yourselves. Be well. Grand rising, grand awakening. Take care. Return all negativity, lies, Yeah, return all negativity, lies, and projections to sender. Ashe, Ashe, return it, return it. That's why the screen went black, because that's exactly that's exactly what it needs to be for you. I love y'all. Y'all have a beautiful day. Y'all have a beautiful day. Take care. Be well. Blessings, power, resources, abundance to all of you who have the intentions, who are not here to monitor, who are not here to try to disrupt, who are not here practicing, doing crafts that are not in the line and not in support. Thank you. I love y'all. Y'all take care. Be well. Amen. A woman. Laylim Liller. Purple ones, rise.